Hi, welcome to today's video guides here on Pattaya. And today I'm up here at Cornerstone Real Estate, which is located at the top of the South Pattaya Road, just over by Big C. Joining me today is Martin. How you doing, my man?
I'm really good, mate.
So, yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Now, you may have seen the video we did recently about renting, when you rent a property, what to expect, things that may come up and be a problem that you need to be aware of. But today, we're going to focus on a different aspect. Today, we're going to build the picture. You've come over here, you've done all you're falling in love with the country and everything. You've made that commitment with me. I'm going to move it. I'm living it. Done the rent, yeah, I've checked it out, yeah, it's all good to go. Now I want to buy someone.
Yeah.
So I've got my money,
Yeah.
I've got an idea of what I'm looking for. What's the process of buying a house? What are the things that we need to be aware about? And or not necessarily just a house, but a condo. What are the things I need to be aware about that I think, oh, I didn't think of that. You know, what can I expect?
So let's start off by, you've mentioned about, I've got the money. So if you're looking to purchase here, and obviously foreign channel and everything, we're going to be foreigners that are buying. Number one, you've got the money.
Right.
So you've got all the money. There aren't really any sort of finance options, mortgage options or anything like that. So you need to have the money.
So you can't get finance, there's the mortgages.
Very, very. Mortgages, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's a very small chance. If you're married to somebody and you've been putting, that $3,000 through their bank account every month as an operating thing, your wife works, you have proof of funds, then you could stand as a guarantor for the tie. But as a foreigner, we're not going to give open a mortgage.
Okay, so it's cash on the table.
Yeah, Thai wife that's affluent, you could stand behind as a guarantor for them. Yeah, I'm not saying that's impossible. But no, if you're talking 5 million baht, we're talking £100,000, $150,000, 200,000 Aussie or whatever. You need to have it,
right?
And certainly, if you were looking at a condominium, then the majority of the condominiums that are the most active are the foreign name condos, because that's the only property that we can own as Englishmen.
On the subject of condos,
Yeah.
Can you just clarify this point? Because I get asked this question a few times.
Yeah.
What is the percentage that can be owned by a foreigner in a condo block?
So it goes on the living space of the whole tower, right, or building, whatever it is. So minus the corridors and all the everything else. So let's say you've got 150 square meter condos.
Yep.
49%, so 49 of those rooms can be sold to a foreigner in their name under foreign quota.
Right. Okay, there you go.
Then the remaining 51% of the building, sometimes you'll see Tai Company name. So that's a foreigner that just missed out on, the foreign quota and then kind of set up the same as if you were going to be buying a house.
Right. But on a house, I can't own a house, can I?
I wasn't allowed. Right, no.
Can you explain that? So people,
So that's very common that you'll be talking about Tai Company. Again, without starting to get, people, slamming down the bottom. So you've got Tai Company options. Again, whether right or wrong, this isn't the thing for this, but Tai Company, there's leasehold, there's the ability to put your name on the back of the title deed, but to put, like, for example, you buy a property, put the title deed in your wife's name, you show that you had the money to bring that to lend to her, and then you go to the land office and put a mortgage that you mortgaged the money to her. But basically, yeah, it's the land that we can't own. And you can get a house book, you can have your name on a house book. It's just that.
right. Which of course, if you don't own the land.
Yeah, with condominium, every type of so there's 100 condos in this building. Every one of those rooms has got the same title deed number. Okay, 100 people, and the title deed number is the land plot. So even if there were 2 or 3 land plots that made up the plot to build the building, all of those land plots are your title deed, as well as the guy next door, the guy above you, and everyone else. So all co-owners own that.
There you are. So you got a nice house, but you don't own the land. You're in a bit of a doo-doo. It could be, couldn't you? Especially if your wife says that's it, you're out. You lost it.
Then that depends. That's shit. We'll leave that as a. But my wife owns our house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're all vulnerable. Yeah.
It depends how you treat. If you sort of turn up, fall in love 6 months in and put it as a Thai person's name, then that's awful. You
See you later. So regarding the housing, so the first thing is obviously, like I said, the paperwork and looking at how you do it.
Yeah.
Mortgage-wise, or money. What other things?
So assuming you've got the cash, then probably just help with the due diligence. Take your time, understand what you do and you don't like. Give me 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Let's go through it together. Go through Google Earth. We can put you in different locations. Again, with all the staff, we know where some areas get a little bit flooded. It's very rare in Pattaya, unless you're in the city, of course. But or noisy, or, you're next to motorways, or even potentially planned mega constructions, or...
Well, you've just said that. I was just about to ask this, because one of the things that I was interested to ask is, where do you get the information to know about what's going to be happening or potentially going to be happening in the future? Is there like a planning office where you can go to? Because, I mean, you take like Mappachine Lake, for instance, that is huge hospital complex. I mean, that is enormous.
Yeah.
That's... If you're on the road where you had that beautiful view and looking across the lake, you think, oh, this is lovely, I'm going to buy here. And now there's going to be a huge, big commercial building plonked right in front of you. Is there a way to figure out what's going on?
There is, but only for obviously a certain amount of forward planning. Because the strange thing here is that every sort of land plot that you see, none of it's actually sort of government land. I mean, okay, Pratt and Mac Hill is government land, the lakes are government land. But they're all privately owned. So, I mean, there are zoning things. So you're not going to get a factory plot next to your house in Mappachine Lake, because there are zonings and everything like that. You can go to non-pro municipality, which is behind the football stadium, or that big temple at Nampabwan. Just behind that, there's this fancy sort of retro 70s, 80s glass-fronted building. And you can walk into there, and on the first floor, they've got a whole map. All the new road infrastructures, all the different colours depicting, residential. Yeah.
Right. So you know what I'm going to be doing soon? I'm going to go
one farm somewhere.
I'm going to do a video there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do a video, because it'd be nice to see what's happening in the city, because so much speculation.
And how many years in advance?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Certainly when I was up there, because I was collecting my house book.
Yeah.
So now I've got a ID card, pink ID card, and a yellow house book to say that I'm a resident in my own home. But yeah, they asked us to wait upstairs, and I was looking.
Wow.
Obviously, we never knew that I was in property.
There you go. Come and see mine and see what's going to happen. So, you've got to have the money. Do a bit of due diligence. Have a look around.
Pick the right thing, because you're buying it. It's not like you're renting, and like you said in the previous video, you've got a noisy neighbour. Yeah, you moved.
Yeah,
So talk to people around the area. Make sure it's the area that matches what you're looking for.
Yeah.
If you're in town, you've got to accept noise.
Yeah.
If you're out in the east, maybe there's a few soy dogs or some chickens or whatever.
What about paperwork?
So paperwork's obviously very important. Regardless of how the ownership is, then you want to make sure that you're dealing with the owner. Again, I repeat this from the previous video. It's no point you working with somebody and they're like brother or sister of the cousin's auntie.
Yeah.
You really want to make sure that you're dealing with the owner, because sometimes they don't even know it's being sold. And they're going to need to be here at some point, so it's better off, rather, because a lot of people, okay, don't worry, we can do that later. It's like, well, you might as well just do it now. Again, I know that sometimes people come across bossy or whatever. It's just like, but if there's going to be a problem, let's just overcome it now.
Yeah.
Rather than, get everybody's hopes up. You've given us money. Okay, we're holding it. We haven't passed it on, but you're like, not to sell the house. Just sitting around the restaurant. You're giving it all that. And then like 2 or 3 days later, I'm really sorry, Trev, can't save this house, said they're not the owner.
So you've got to get paperwork right.
Yeah, we'll collect everything, getting obviously title deeds for the ownership. We can go then land office, find out what the costs are for tax and transfers. Go to City Hall. Okay, City Hall is where there's really small amount of building tax.
All right.
As a tenant, you wouldn't notice it, but it's about like 300 baht a year, because they just started putting a small, cheap business tax. It's pathetic. But if it hasn't been paid by the owner, then the City Hall will put a block on it at the land office.
Oh, wow.
Which isn't a problem, because for 200 or 300 baht of my administration are going there, and let's say you want to buy this condo. We get the document, the title deed from the owner, go to the land office, find out what the tax and transfers are. Next visit, go to City Hall, just to make sure that the building taxes have been paid, because it takes a week to unfreeze the block that they put at the land office. And if it is like 250 baht, I'll just pay it.
Yeah.
There you go. So set everything in motion that we can, it's clear by the time we're ready for transfer. Then we'll go to the condominium or the village and just make sure that the village or the condominium, they've been receiving all the yearly, fees for the village. So don't get knocked on the door and sort of say, oh, by the way, we forgot to collect 2020s, these, I want 20,000.
So if I find a house, let's say I found a property, from beginning to end, what's the average kind? I mean, I can't be specific, because there can be circumstances that you've got to wait for. But in general, let's just say you've got the money, all the property's all done, everything's okay, paperwork's all in place. I mean, what's the transition period like? Is it like a week, a couple of weeks, a month? How long does it take before the minute I say, yeah, I want it, to the minute I'm walking with the key?
I'd say it's possible to be done within 2 weeks.
Okay.
If you know you really want to get it done quick. If it was like condominium, if it's in a village or a condominium, it may well take the condo management up to 7 days.
Yeah.
Create a document to say that all the yearly maintenance fees have been paid. Okay. Sign that off, because we need to take that to the land office. You know, during that week, people send their money from England, US, Europe, Australia, wherever. That can land in their bank account or to our client account. We'll have that ready. Condominium, if we're talking about condominium in foreign name, then it's actually really important to make sure that the money is transferred into Thailand the correct way. It's got to be in foreign currency to get this foreign exchange document that, again, for foreign name ownership, we have to give to the land office.
Wow. That's quite complex.
Yeah, it's on the top of my website. You can go into the facts, and a lot of this stuff you can read, but just pick up the phone, then I will answer it. But yeah, for a foreign name condo, you need to be able to prove that the money came into Thailand in foreign currency for the value of what it is you buy.
Right, I'm with you. Okay.
Or Tai Company ownership, put in your wife's name, couldn't care less where it came from. But just for foreign ownership, we have to give one document which shows that we brought the money in.
And regarding like a house, for argument's sake, if let's just say there was outstanding bills of electric and water and things like that, and I bought that as I moved in, am I liable for that? Because now I'm the new owner, even though I know it wasn't my electric, because then surely they'll just cut me off if I don't pay it again.
Yeah, I mean, you can obviously go around and if it's under a company name, then if you're taking on that company, then the owner hasn't changed. Effectively, ABC company still owns it, now the director. So yeah, you're now the director, you're the one that's got to pay it.
Right.
You can't go and change the name because the name of the owner is still ABC, so those bills are still going to be coming. If it was in Thai name, you could go to the electric company with the seller and actually physically change the name of the payee. So then the electric company will go, right, as a seller, you need to give me all this much money first, and now as the new owner, there's your Ting 000 bill. But it's always, I mean, from experience, we'll hold back sometimes like 5,000 baht, 10,000 baht from the completion amount. But we'll always like read electric meters, water meters, things like that. Because again, we do tend to go at 8:45 every morning to the land office for a transfer.
Okay.
But most times, if we can get chance from 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock the day before, we'll go to the property just to make sure that there's nothing that still needs to be moved from the house. Get a chance to make sure that stuff that was supposed to be in the house or condo is still there. Yeah, because again, once you've gone to the land office, trying to unpick stuff is, it's quite tricky. Yeah. And again, I'm not going to say that we're perfect and we do it, every one of these details, but, we try our very best to make sure that we give the complete service. But yeah, it's just stuff to be aware of, as you sort of sign and then get all this stuff staying. You go to the land office, you come back with your keys and there's stuff in there.
What do you do with it? Just wanted to...
I mean, then it depends on obviously what was written in the contracts.
Right.
Does it actually state what was actually included? If you've got included a dining table, 6 chairs, a TV, the bedroom, it includes bed. Because again, what we would do if you were agreeing to buy something is we would go there with cameras, like a bit like a check-in sort of thing, photographic inventory. So, even like, it's a bed. They don't take a big, beautiful double bed and then just put in like some little kid's baby bed. Like, no, this was the bed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very rare. Even private sales, a lot of the time it's very rare to hear of some of the numbers. But of course, they're out there in this video. But yeah, I suppose just being aware, getting a chance to revisit before you transfer, just to make sure what it is you bought is what you're actually getting.
Well, I suppose this is where you must come in really well, because if I'm abroad, then I need the eyes and the ears and the feet on the ground. But obviously, if I'm back in London, well, I can't. So you'll take care of all that for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got behind like every what we call a deal sheet. So whether it's rental, whether it's sale, so we've agreed something, we made contracts, we've got a deal sheet, and that goes inside the front of a folder. And you can fold it either fold it in two, whether it's sale or rent. And literally I've gone there, and every single box of every single question or every single process that I have believed to be thought from the start to the finish, you can then just go through it all. Have I done the inventory? No, right, okay, hello, I need to come and do the inventory. Do we have the foreign exchange document? Have we got even things like mothers and fathers' names for the buyer? We have to phonetically you say your mother or father name, then the Thai person will spell it in Thai language to give it to the landlord. There's just small little details. But we've got this drop-down sheet, and just go through it all in every day, try and, get it complete before.
Well, listening to you talking, it's like all these things you're saying, and I think, well, yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that. I wouldn't have thought of this either. And one of the things that I do briefly want to very quickly touch on is if you are buying a house, you may have seen the video I did with David from Thailand Legal Protection about making a will. Mm-hmm. Man, I didn't realise that. But I don't want to go on.
Cheap.
Yeah. It's nothing. Yeah, 795 baht a month, job done. But the point being is, if you're buying a property, then make sure it's good to go versus you willing to if things go wrong. So we're near the end of the video. What I want to talk to you about before we go is what's hot right now. Where's a good area? What's the talk of the town?
That's a big open question. All right. Can I just continue with what we've been
No, I want to know. I've got where's good?
It doesn't really matter whether it's, a foreign name condo in Jomtien or whether it's a 3-bedroom with a pool, without a pool. I mean, what's hot right now? Everything's hot right now. Again, I know I'm going to get smashed down the bottom. Luckily, yesterday, a viewer of yours came in and he picked up on it and we were having a little bit of a chat. But we went out yesterday.
Yeah.
We went out yesterday. He came the day before. We created a short 6 properties.
Yeah.
Those properties had only been listed within the last 4 weeks. We followed up. 5 of those properties had sold already. The one that we went to see was off plan. We went there. We did all the viewing. We came back. I was asking Yai just to get some more details. Even that sold.
To be fair though, you are in that situation because like when I ring you up every month and say, right, we're going to do pool villas, blah blah blah. We're going to do this. We're going to kind of he's like, they're just not out there. They're getting sold quickly.
I mean, I did a newsletter from Cornerstone, I think Friday last week, and it was just 10 condos under 20,000 baht. And Cornerstone themselves, we've already rented 6 of them.
Yeah.
And that was Friday. Okay, what's today? Thursday. In 5 days.
It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. But it is a genuine problem because like we've had it when we go out, when I do the ride arounds, which we'll do next time, when I showcase the properties, you've often got a backup.
Yeah.
But he's often got a backup number which I'm like, that's good. Hang on, yeah. So can we come and look at that one today? Yeah, it does happen.
It's not to say that there aren't any properties, but it's just, again, for our standards, our expectations, I'm paying 20,000 baht. I want the place to look nice.
Yeah.
I do have 20,000 baht condos that look shit.
Yeah.
But, that's not what you want. And that's not really where we're going, So I'm not, naive to say that we do have, probably 250 available condos right now. But I've always said, I think on the video as well, but most of the reputable real estate agents here are probably only dealing with the same 100 properties maximum at any one time. 20, 30 of them get sold or rented, 20 or 30 filter into it, and then we're dealing with others. It's not really that there's a massive pool and we're going through, 100, we've got our favourites for sale, favourites for rent, houses, condos, land, whatever. But yeah, it's surprising how fast they're going. I mean, it's... I need more listings, by the way. Anybody know anything that owns a condo?
There we go.
Owns a house for rent, for sale, and plots, whatever.
Get in touch.
We really focusing right now. If you know anybody at all, just ask them to give me a call. I can go and visit them. Again, for us, we'll do photographs, videos, drones, YouTube, Instagram. We'll get it gone. We've got customers waiting. I promise you.
There you go. Right.
You call me.
No, but it's true.
Take the chance.
It is what it is. If you got the customers waiting, and I know you need properties. So if you do know any guys, get in touch with mine and put all his contact details in the description of the video down below. Well, pleasure as always, man. Thank you very much.
20 minutes already?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you just fly through it. I'm just flying through it. I just sit here and I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah, go on, you carry us.
They are.
It's what they are. Yeah, I don't do the talking. All right, guys. So if you're looking at a property, be it a rental or a purchase, if you are looking, please get in touch with mine. I'll put all the details for Cornerstone down below. Martin's been in 19 years. That alone says everything about the reputable, the state of what the business is here. It's very, very reputable, very good. So come there and get a good professional service. All right, that's it from me. That's it from Martin. As always, guys, please remember to hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Check out Discord. There's over 20,000 members in there. There's a dedicated room. So if you want to get in touch with Martin and using Discord, jump in there. Martin's got a very active page here. It'll respond to all your comments, etc. So have a chat with him in there if you want, or get in touch directly. Likewise, if you like the evening's activities here, have a look at our Instagram. Follow that. And the daytime is beaches, restaurants, hotels, all that kind of stuff. We also focus some of your properties on there on TikTok. So have a look at our TikTok, guys. And if you'd like to support the channel, please become a member here. Send us an email, 247pattaya@gmail.com. And what we'll do is we'll get in touch with you and give you access to our members on Discord. All right, that's it for me. That's from Martin. Thank you very much for watching. Please, as always, wherever you're in the world, stay safe.